Hello, my most amazing artists! Today we are making some three-dimensional art. Three-dimensional means that it's not flat. It hangs out in space. Wow! Here we go. So to make this cube happen, you are going to need 12 pieces of paper that are all the same size. The size doesn't really matter. You could choose a couple different measurements. I did a measurement of 4 inches long and 2 inches wide. So what I did first was I cut those measurements into one piece, that orange piece that you see me use every time, and I used that as like my template to trace. So then it was really easy for me to cut out all the rest of those pieces. And like I mentioned, if you don't have colored paper at home, you can always do the same steps on a piece of notebook paper by taking those measurements and making a template and cutting out that same size of your notebook paper. And if you want to color those pieces, you can easily do that with a crayon really quick to make them colorful. Once you have all 12 pieces cut the same exact size, then you're going to want to fold every single one in half, hot dog style. And you will see that I am kind of using my finger to press down that crease to make sure it's really nice and folded. So you're going to need to use some liquid glue. And the first thing that we are going to build on this 3D cube is the base. So you're going to need to pick out 4 pieces that are going to make the base. You are going to apply a little bit of glue to the corners where those pieces are going to meet. And you really want to try your best to line those straight edges up as best as you can, and then push down that glue so that they're nice and stuck together. And that would be our completed base. Okay, next we want to pick out the 4 colors for our legs of this thing. So you're going to put a little bit of glue on both sides of the bottom of one strip and stick it right in between the corner of each of those 4 corners. And make sure you're securing that glue really nice and tight. And you will do that for all 4 corners. Right, after you have added the 4 legs, you should have 4 pieces remaining, and we're going to make another base, except for this is going to be actually the top part, but you're going to do it exactly the same way that you did the first part, the base that we made, and you are going to just stick those little corners together, make sure they're glued nice and straight, and we're going to follow those same steps. Alright, after you have added that part, we are going to stick it on top of the legs, and then we are going to glue it on with a little bit more glue. It's going to be a little bit easier if you go ahead and put the glue on all of the top parts of the legs before you add the top. That way that you can just go ahead and smooth it down once you put the top on. And there you have it, my friends, our finished colorful cube.